Welcome to day 15 of 30 days of epic faith. Today's message is be willing to suffer for Jesus. Well, congratulations, you've made it halfway through the 30 days of epic faith spiritual training guide. But we're not done yet. In fact, you might be feeling like it's too hard to go on, that it's too steep. We're not going to make it. But trust me, Jesus is with you every single step of the way. In fact, things that are difficult in life are worth it. They require pain, but in the end, they're the best. We need to press through, whether it be our physical workout, but even more our spiritual workout. If you felt like giving up in these last 15 days, I encourage you, press in. So today's topic is about being willing to suffer for Jesus. And as we do that, we enter into a unique place of intimacy with Jesus, as we're willing to even suffer with him. In Philippians chapter 3, verses 7 to 11, Paul writes these words and he says, "Whatever was to my profit, I now consider loss for the sake of knowing Christ. In fact, I consider all things lost that I might gain Christ and be found in him, not having a righteousness of my own that comes from the law, but that which is through faith in Christ, a righteousness that is by grace and comes through faith. I want to know Christ and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of sharing in his suffering, becoming like him in his death." Many of us might want to know the intimacy of knowing Jesus Christ, but may not be willing to share in his suffering. Some of us want to know the power of his resurrection, but are we willing to become like him in his death, emptied of self, emptied of everything, like Jesus on the cross? Jesus suffered for us, and he actually calls us to do the same thing. Now, I realize this goes against everything in our me first culture, but Jesus calls us even to suffer. And when we do, when we endure hardships, we enter into a fellowship with Jesus that's more intimate than ever before. You might be going through a time of suffering or difficulty right now. I encourage you to invite Jesus into that place of suffering. And he will come in and you'll experience his presence. Being willing to suffer for Jesus, you're going to accomplish things that you never thought possible because it's going to be his strength working through you. And that's going to be the session of the topic of the next session. God bless you as you get in the best spiritual shape of your life.